Good evening. Former Treasurer Tim Nicholls is the man the Palaszczuk government fears most, and now he's snatched the LNP leadership from Lawrence Springborg by just 3 votes.
Nanango's Deb Frecklington was elected deputy unopposed and becomes the first female leader of the LNP.
To the victor, the spoils.
Haven't had a gathering like this for some 15 months.
Earlier, the main rivals had crossed paths behind closed doors as they prepared to make their pitches in the leadership showdown.
Deb, will you be putting your hand up for the deputy's job?
The former NRL referee challenger was tight-lipped.
You think you'll score a try today?
Well, I'll do all my talking in there.
But it was too late. Overnight, his support had collapsed, and it showed in the first round of voting. Lawrence Springborg scored 17, Tim Nicholls 14, Mr Mander could only muster 10. In the second ballot, most of Mr Mander's supporters swung behind Mr Nicholls, who snatched 22 votes to Mr Springborg's 19.
Do you think that's decisive enough to put the leadership at rest now?
Oh, look, I think it is.
Not everyone was hanging around to celebrate.
I'm very happy to support our new leader.
Mr Nicholls is the leader the government most fears.
We're taking the fight up to a Labor Party, of course, that has lost members in the last 12 months. The member for Cairns has resigned, the member for Gordon, the member for Cook, Billy Gordon, has had to resign.
Deb Frecklington becomes the first elected female deputy leader of the LNP.
This is a ginormous state. There's a lot to do.
Mr Nicholls emphasised her rural pedigree.
My husband and I farmed wheat and sorghum and basically summer crops, chickpeas, mung beans. I can continue and let you know a bit more about farming, Patrick, later.
Tim Nicholls is with us. Is a 3-vote victory decisive enough to settle the leadership?
Well, Patrick, now we've got a clear and decisive outcome. The LNP party room has come together and is united to take the fight up to the ALP. So now we are determined to hold this government accountable for their lack of plans, for their lack of funding and for increasingly their political opportunism. So we've got a clear decision and we're ready to go.
Is asset sales dead and buried?
People of Queensland delivered their verdict on our Strong Choices program at the last election. We've accepted that verdict. We're now moving on, focusing on the future.
Never again.
Focusing on the future, a clear plan for what we want to deliver, and we'll be delivering and developing those policies over the coming months.
Thanks for your time, and as they say, let the games begin.